tried. You set me for a court date all the way in December. That makes it so that I have no protection from these predators between now and December. Don't tell me that the public pretenders in this town are going to do their jobs. Don't pretend for one moment that your public defenders are anything other than malicious prosecutors when it comes to the disabled, homeless. Your entire county, including the places that you tried to pawn me off on, places I'd already been to who had pawned me off on other agencies, well, they did the same thing today when you sent me there. The one also knowingly, willingly, intentionally got a shitty goddamn attitude. Now, do you know why they're getting away with this, Judge Trevino? It's because they believe that they are absolved of all and all crimes. They believe that they should be protected when they commit felonies by putting up signs that say, no recording. I did not record my court date today because I did not have the ability to do so. I did record my last one and the immoral activities committed by that judge and Sheriff's Deputy Rodriguez. I've got recorded on at least 4 other occasions me going to the courthouse because that's where I was sent by other agencies, and that I was bullied at the courthouse because I was alone. I was also bullied because they don't want me to record. Well, you know what? You are blatantly committing felonies in and out of the courtroom, along with the district court, the circuit court, the DA. Y'all have sent me around in circles for over a year about who it is I'm supposed to turn these crimes into. You are intentionally abusing the law to prevent me from turning in these predators. And as you have seen, maybe if you go back, look through my literally hundreds upon hundreds of recordings since I got here, just the ones that are public. The majority of the condemning and damning evidence is on my audio recording device. Because at no point did I have a case manager. If you're gonna give them a title, but they're not performing the job, it doesn't matter. Because they didn't do their job. Now when you say, oh, well, we assigned you one of these, and we assigned you one of those. Did you assign any sort of civilian oversight to protect someone who is easy to victimize from systemic abuse? No, you did not. You told me to go to those places. I went to those places. Those places took advantage of me. Now the lady at the district court window, she's refused to give her name before, and she's gotten an attitude with me before, and that is not okay. It is disgusting that women in this country have professional jobs like that, where they get to abuse their own bias against men. And every woman in America holds this, because every woman in America will talk down to us, talk over us, just like you did today, just like the lady at that court window did today. I will not go into that courthouse again without guaranteeing myself first that I record every single moment that I am in there, so that I can show that I did try, just like I did with all of these other places. And they play word games and head games because they don't want to do their jobs. They work too closely with my predators in law enforcement for me to go to any of these places you're trying to send me, and they have shown that loud and clear. Not one of these mandated reporters will do their jobs if you send me to them alone. You have to court order them to do their jobs, and they will not. Trevino, your face is up here on the wall of shame for a reason. It's because of your cowardice, your neglect, and your gross disregard for the law. The fact is that people like you have destroyed most of the people in Tillamook County's faith in law enforcement, the courts, or any sort of justice. Now I'm going to put you in my pocket so I can talk to a man who's better looking than me. And I'm going to treat him like trash because I'm jealous. And that's what we do.
What we do around here, huh?
Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. And each morning I look in the mirror, 'cause I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but I'm doing the best that I can. I'm a little off key this morning.
A little off key.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see you this morning. Did you pull in?
Yeah, I had to go to court this morning.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, not really.
Did they let you record the court hearing?
No, I was unable to clear off my audio recording device. It still has the recording from the court date before. But they told me I wasn't allowed to record. Well, I don't care. They're blatantly breaking the law, and I have the right to record anything at that point. Once they've committed a crime, I have the right to record anywhere, including in a courtroom. People don't pay any attention. They don't look them up. They just believe whatever they're told. If you're a disabled homeless man, they're probably going to tell you something different than they tell a pretty white girl in a house.
Oh, yeah. They're not really interested in helping homeless people.
No, but they sure are interested in spending a lot of money pretending they're going to help the homeless people. And the reason they're spending all that money is because the taxpayers are saying, hey, what the are you doing about the homeless people?
Right. And we know that you need at least 3 overseers of the money at $250,000 a year.
Yep. We also have to have at least 6 people on the committee to oversee that.
Right.
And they have to meet 3 times a year. And it's going to cost $100,000 a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we might get lucky. It might only be $120,000 a piece. But it depends on the laws and bylaws of overseeing.
It goes that $1 million that the county got.
That's right. We get less than 10% actually trickles down to us. On the bright side, when we're abused, we've got therapists so we can go to every 30 days. And although we're supposed to go to those people because they're mandated reporters and they're supposed to help us to turn it in right away, that's not what they do. They're like, well, have you tried getting into housing? Yes, I filled out housing paperwork repeatedly. Do you have a voucher? No. Well, would you like to fill out the housing paperwork again? Can we do your job, mandated reporter? That's what I'm sitting here for. Or the, like Danelle Boggs. She says, oh, well, I'm sending you back to TFCC, who you're trying to turn into me as a mandated reporter. I'm going to send you back to them for case management, knowing that they're committing felonies. And she did. She quit there because they were committing felonies. And then she sent me back to TFCC for case management. This is the 4th time that I've gone back to case management, and all they want to do is set me up with a therapist 30 days away.
To drive me to drink.
Holy shit, right?
You think that Nick and those guys are bad when they're drinking. Wait till the mad German gets a few in him.
You know what?
Things end up on fire and everything.
I have sat down for dinner with my family. It's fine. I'll be used to it. You know what I had to do to try to get the cops to do their jobs in Colorado? I lit some Predator's truck on. Well, I didn't literally light the truck on fire. I lit the road next to their car on fire because I was too much of a pussy to light their truck on fire.
Right.
Gentlemen, you just smoke?
Who the hell are you insulting with that word?
Now this is this is a man after my own heart, because he walks up and he looks like Denver Pyle. I mean, you see a perfect.
He doesn't
I'll
smoke.
smoke,
You don't
but
smoke?
you can give him the extra one.
Okay,
How about
I'll
that?
do that.
I
Hey.
appreciate that, man. What's your name?
I'm Jim.
Craig.
Craig, nice to meet
You
you.
too, brother. God bless you.
Thank you.
Guess what? Farnsworth.
Yes.
8 times
Really?
since you and I spoke.
8
And
times.
all 8 times, he didn't say a word to me. He didn't
Uh-huh.
mean mug me. He wasn't mean. He wasn't rude. He went his own way. He went about his business, did not
Uh-huh.
interfere with anything that I was doing, and he even walked up to me and gave me $2.
Robert
Right
Farnsworth?
on, man.
Yeah,
He's in town? He lives
Cool.
here?
yeah.
Huh.
God, that's nice.
I
It
didn't
is.
know he lived
Thank
here
you
until
so
the
much
month.
for that. I mean, he went down to care with me, and they wouldn't let him speak either. Like when I say
They
they
don't
won't
want you
let
to
us
speak.
No, they don't want you to
fill out the
speak.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Keep going.
fill out the.
Oh, and
it's
you
called
missed that.
billing
You missed that.
acceptance.
And then they put the X by all the spots you missed. So
This
they
is
tell
the
you to fill
stuff that we will get more money for, so we really want you to mark those, and we're going to try to convince you of that.
Uh-huh.
And then instead of allowing you a room like all these places said to go to Care for, because he went with me,
Yeah, I did.
and
I-
they gave
no
us
word.
they
No-
gave us every indication that they were going to come back and talk to us. So we didn't like break it all down. We had to, obviously someone was going to come in with paperwork for us to fill out and talk to us, and then hopefully we could use the room for what it was needed for, and hopefully he'd be able to speak up about what he knew about the situation.
Right.
Instead, they send in this fucking Gomer
a
Pyle
conference?
motherfucker with a shitty like Masterson, from the '70s show attitude. To talk over it.
Yeah,
Dude,
well,
he
that
lays
attitude.
back lazy. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, I'm about to get a BJ and fucking lean back
Yeah.
kind of posture, And then he talked like he was fucking stoned the whole time. Like, oh my God.
How many years did Masterson get?
32.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tom Cruise will take him home with him.
Johnny Depp could get away with that scot-free. If only Masterson was better looking in the 80s.
The reason that Johnny Depp got away with it because
Because he had a jar of
Amber
Coke on
Heard
his
is
table.
batshit crazy.
They're both batshit crazy.
So that's why.
You know
you
who's
got
batshit
two-
crazier than both of them? Is that
Crazy,
Jason Momoa dude.
Oh, the Momoa?
I'm not going to call him that.
He's a Momoa.
That would be showing him respect, and he doesn't deserve it. He's got really muscles,
He can't
but
be.
he's also a misogynistic fuckhead. So, I mean, really, I'd rather just piss in his shit box. But he's not my celly.
Do you wonder when you're talking to Sean if he actually breathes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Did you actually take a breath in there somewhere?
This is why I drink coffee. You should see me when I
How's
don't.
it going, Chris? Bro? How you doing, bro? Good. How are you doing? Chilling, man. Good. Good deal.
That's why you drink
Yeah.
coffee. Is that what calms you down?
Yes.
It's like the reverse effect of amphetamines for ADHD kids.
Dude, I can't take meth. It puts me to sleep. I tried meth back in 2003
Need a
for
light?
20
Took a
hours.
nap.
Dude, I woke up smelling like piss, but it had been so long that it had already dried. Okay. Yeah.
That's good. That's what you don't see around here is meth guys. Everybody's doing fentanyl now.
Yeah.
Used to see meth guys all over the ground.
Dude, I found more needle shit over there
Oh, you
than
know,
yesterday.
People are shooting them
I
up.
know where the cigarette goes.
Dude, out in public.
Makes you
Like,
feel
they're shooting
better.
up next to the building. Left 2 needles.
Yeah.
Last night it was only half a needle, and it was just a plunger, which is nice. But that made me even more paranoid because I'm like, where's the rest of it? I'm walking like really, really super slow and looking in the bushes. I'm like, I don't want to accidentally get too close to the bushes, getting out of a woman with a stroller's way and stab myself with that. But yeah, Jim went in with me. But the thing is that, when I explain to people that it's a situation where they're gonna decide already once you walk in the door based on your looks what your chances are of being heard, and they're gonna subjectively force fuck you after that.
I mean, I can't even get an employee at Safeway to swipe her Safeway card so I can get cheap chicken. What do you expect is going to happen when you start dealing
Last
with people
night,
here in the
Some of them youngins were driving by. They put a light on top of their car and a siren and drove by. Then they drove by again, and one of the girls was screaming "motherfucker." You probably did.
I think I did hear that.
You know, at least they didn't call me the N-word that time. The thing is, I've got like 50 times at least just in the last 2 months they've called me that. Then there's the pumpkin chucking and the throwing tampons in my vehicle and the throwing soda bottles and stuff like that in my vehicle, and people breaking their bottles on my vehicle and beating on my vehicle and kicking the back of my vehicle. They either call me the N-word, or in Nebraska at least they put the word on the end of it, or they call me a pedophile or a rapist or a murderer.
And you're none of those.
Exactly.
None of those.
Not today. Not today. Right? Every day is a new day. Just
Didn't I see you on an episode of Lamb Chop? I didn't mean that as a threat.
Of course not. I don't take it that way anyway. I just take it as you're ranting and raving, and I spend a lot of time listening to all your stuff. So I've compartmentalized most of it into different boxes, and one of these days I'll play one back for you.
At least it's funny. Oh, I play them back for myself all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I sit there and I listen to the shit that comes out of my mouth and I'm pissed, but I'm not pissed anymore, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh my God, that is the funniest shit I've said in a week.
That argument that you had with that guy there at the Safeway store the other day. Yeah, I heard that on your tape on your phone, and I've never heard you so mad in your life, man.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
You ate him up and spit him out right there.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Well, he assaulted me on 6 different occasions, and I have literally never assaulted him back. I've got my taser, I've got my pepper spray, and you know, like the folks over at the deli, I had like 2 of those people yesterday tell me I should have zapped them to death with my taser.
And you got one heck of a sharp knife.
And no, I don't carry knives.
Oh, I thought you had a sharp knife.
No, that was I was telling you about the one I found in the bushes over there when the guy walked up, because the guy had it.
I thought you kept that one.
No. It was nice. It said it was a fire department one and all that stuff. Like there was rabies on the side. But yeah, that was the other guy who was with us. He pulled out the knife, and I was telling him I saw it in the bushes.
Good to
He tried
see
giving it to me because he thought it was mine. No, it was probably about that big, but yeah, it was a sharp knife. I mean,
it was a sharp knife.
He carries a machete. That's okay.
I do have a machete. That is the truth. It's in the back of my car.
You did got a machete.
Yeah. I got a machete. I got an axe. I got a sledgehammer.
Plenty of weapons.
They're not weapons. Those are tools. They don't get used for hurting people or animals.
You
They're
never
not
hurt
weapons.
anybody. You never hurt anybody. I've never seen you. But you sure.
No, he's hurt my feelings.
A lot. Oh man,
That guy's hurt me more than.
I talk down to him like he's my redheaded stepchild.
Because he knows he can get away with it.
Well, I figure the only way to show you I like you is to treat you with mutual disrespect. Service with a smile. I laugh at my own jokes.
Yeah, I do too, so it works.
You know,
I laugh at my own jokes more than I do other people's.
a lot of the rambling things, people don't really pay attention to the fact that that's actually like a male who's going through severe quantities of abuse. That's how he tends to eventually end up. It's just rambling.
Right, because
Eventually
you mix it
incoherently.
with drugs and alcohol, and it makes it worse. And then
Fuck you.
They trade their meds for more street drugs.
I'm not talking about street people. I'm talking about me. I get talked over and dismissed, and then I get overwhelmed. When I'm overwhelmed, I can't speak right. When people out here on the streets that are on drugs are taking advantage.
Well, the Jewish side of you would say that you're for Clemson.
I think you should watch your mouth.
What? I can speak Yiddish. All I want.
That's not Yiddish. That's
Yada yada yada.
Did you say mocha chocolata ya ya? You can't get that at the Starbucks here because they don't have any real lady marmalade. Real lady marmalade.
Itchy papa booba. What's that?
They're gonna take all day to do that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yep. They decided to shut
Vandalism
it all down.
and stupidity. They
kept
kind of have
breaking down,
to.
so they just decided to shut it down to clean it. So
Vandalism and stupidity. Yeah, there was some people that were throwing like stuff with rocks in there because they thought it was going to be a weight thing because they're from another state, but it's a 10-cent thing. And then you got the people who wanted to like double stuff and then double stuff and then double stuff and then double stuff, and the machine. You put 2 cans in rapid succession, and it doesn't have time to read the first one before it, and it basically kicks the machine back and forth and back and forth. And then every time that it gets full, it's also got all of the debris and the nastiness that's accumulated.
Keep
gets
your head
all
on
sticky.
a swivel there.
So they got to clean everything out that's been accumulated, and they got to make sure that they service the motors because the forward and reverse on it kills it.
Yeah, about right.
Well, the thing's only 100 years old.
Hey, random question. No one has an ace bandage by chance?
An ace bandage.
I'll go check.
Get a fucking goddamn shin splint.
Oh wait, if I did have one, it wouldn't be an actual ace bandage. It'd be one of the sticky wraps. They don't.
Yeah, I got
that.
the sticky wrap too. Yeah.
Oh, I got
Sorry,
a little.
I can't help you.
I got little band-aid.
Yeah, keep it tight. Yeah. Sorry, brother.
It's all right.
Well, on the bright side, I've got numbers for almost 60 witnesses just here in town of situations that the police intentionally neglected, including Robert. I also got James's number as well.
How are you doing, man?
Not Robert Farnsworth, the other guy. The one with the funny, the really nicely trimmed goatee and mustache.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a really nice porn stash yesterday. I actually commented on that. And I gave him a nice little porn outage too. I was like, bow, 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 bow.
Did you say 1976 or 1978? I can't quite place that tune.
Nobody was in cans. I don't care.
Sure,
We will take them.
I like her. Fucking
I'm willing to take him. Robert's willing to take. Sorry, not Robert. I was just
Robert
talking about
Farnsworth.
Robert.
You think he looks like Robert Farnsworth?
No, I don't think he looks
Oh,
like
wow. I
Robert
think you keep
Farnsworth.
calling him that.
I was talking
No,
about
you were
another
saying
Robert,
there's
and that's
another
why it
guy
popped out.
there's another guy in town that looks like Robert Farnsworth.
No,
right?
he doesn't look like Robert Farnsworth. He looks different. He's got a really nicely trimmed.
No, you were
and
saying
well-kept
earlier there's a
goatee.
guy that looks like Robert Farnsworth in town.
No, Robert Farnsworth is in town.
No.
Yeah.
It's his doppelganger, man. Did
What's
you
his
know that
name?
they started
Is
that
his
they
name
started
Robert
okay,
Farnsworth?
so I think it was in when they were doing the Star Wars project, they started cloning really bad actors. So that
He might have the same name as an actor, but I also have one of my predators is a former police officer who just happens to have the same name as the former Secretary of State, William Barr. I also have one of the
that
ladies
matters to
that
me,
used
but I'll
to be
just
friends
nod.
with me. She had the same name as a famous actress, Jamie Lee Curtis.
yeah, I guess they have.
So then, of course, I can't talk about.
But the
those
reason
two
I
things
said
like
that is
I'm
because
making
after
it up.
I'd said that he looked like Denver Pyle, then you said, yeah, but there's Robert Farnsworth. So I was thinking it was a segue into what I didn't know you were actually going to go completely off the rails and go in a different direction.
Well, it wasn't actually off the rails, and that's the thing with him being aware of the situation a little bit more. It just seems off the rails to outside people when it's just outside information that they're not completely aware of.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
So you're
Break it
telling me I
along
should
and-
just mind my own business.
Sir, this is an A&E conversation. You need to stuff your face with some sea rations.
If I could find some, I would.
Yeah, now hold up a second. I'm going to decide who it is here statistically who needs the most money. Ink a bink, a bottle of ink, cork out and use stink. Ink a bink, a bottle of ink, cork out and use stink.
What am I going to do with those?
I don't know, give them to
That
him.
thing will open up, and then they'll be able to.
If you don't want to turn them in, give them to him. If he doesn't want them, he'll give them to me. If he gives them to me, I'll turn them in.
Eventually, they'll get turned in.
Oh, wow, it's not dead yet. Stand.
Open sesame.
I will always be 5 years old inside.
The other chicken wings?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
How can I help you, sir?
I am beyond help, but I am gonna feast my eyeballs in style.
Hell yeah. Get that.
Go ahead.
Hi, thank you. Can I get bacon that fries? Yeah. These are ones like 2 is what she said.
All right, so I'm one of them filthy Libras who has problems making decisions. I have no taste. I'll take whatever you give me. Other than that, I normally just come in and get either $2 worth of fried rice or $2 worth of mac and cheese because they're both super cheap.
Right. Hey, you want? Which one do you want? You want mac and cheese or fried rice? And then we'll get you another thing to go with it.
Fried rice.
You want an express plate?
I don't know what that is.
It's a plate. Do you want a big one? That way you can have your choice. It's only $9. It's an express plate, something like that. And then you can have fried rice. You can have it on tray. And if you get the bigger one,
I have, and I'll take 40 of them because I want to take your entire cake. So I'm like, no, I'll take a small one. Yes, ma'am. Open fried rice. Yes, ma'am.
so fried rice and what? You want orange chicken, teriyaki?
The sweet and sour looks like it's got the softest thing.
Hold on, let me ask you dumplings later. I'll make it all.
Oh my God. Chicken and dumplings? That's the only thing my mom eats for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's just too bad they can't find Dutch babies anywhere. I'll eat it. I munch jalapenos raw. It'll be all right. Um, I don't want to be accused of being a stoner, so I guess an egg roll. I almost believe that, but I'm also pretty fairly well grounded in reality. But thank you for not being discriminatory. Also, I'm not sure if I told you, I have Tourette syndrome. So, like, if I wink at you, I'm not flirting with you. And I also do this with my wrists. So, what's a Jeremy? He's a beardo, just like me. Isn't it? I had to keep you from chewing on it.
You want something to drink? You want a soda or anything?